Good day YouTubers, and welcome back to Moonshine Vaper and another review. And today we're looking at the KYLIN Mini. Now I've had it from last week, or sorry, the beginning of this week, and didn't put the review up purposely because I wanted to run the device properly against the ZEUS, which I've got here. Now I've been using the ZEUS for some time now. It's great flavour, can't knock it for single coil RTA. So when the KYLINs come out and I've heard about the flavour on this baby, I thought, oh, that'd be interesting. So I ran it side by side all week. So I'll give you my final thoughts on this in a minute. So what I've done, I've just broke it all down. I'm just doing it back to front this time, this slight review. I'll go with a KYLIN Mini. What you get in the box? Well, you will get a bubble glass, 5 ml capacity. You get a 3 ml glass. You get 810 drip tip. In the little bag you'll get a spare coil, you'll get an Allen key, you get some spare screws, all the usual bits and pieces. But I am surprised actually get a coil in this. But I haven't used it, so I can't tell you how it performs. So that's the packaging. Now, I'll show you the glass. This is the chimney. Big juice ports there at the top. And this is the other installed tip that comes already on it, 810 resin. You can see you've got the vanity vape around the edge there. It's almost like it's Big Brother, to tell you the truth. Okay, let's get that out of the way. Now for the deck, 24.4mm, so it's almost 25mm for a mini. Single coil, 24K gold plated deck. It got the honeycomb airflow, which I'm not going to see too well. It comes like a half pint, if you know anything about skateboard and stuff like that, half pint with it. They just go up and down, that little, it's like a pipe cut in half, so they just go up and down like that. That's basically what a deck is, but it's a honeycomb, and airflow works absolutely fantastic. You coil into the 2 ports either side on the deck, and that's where you put your screws, so you have to tighten it up, lock it in place. Okay, airflow's got a stopper on it as well. Let's get to see that properly. So what I'm going to do here now, I was going to put my cotton back in, because what I did earlier on, I stripped it down because it was very messy. I need to strip this one down as well, because I've kept the same juice in the both of them all week purposely, and I've just been going backwards and forwards on the both of them throughout the day. And even today I was on a 13.5-hour shift, so I'm a bit knackered, so you have to excuse me, but still, that's why I've had to clean it all out just to show you what it was like inside. Now what I'm going to do in this there now is going to just put some cotton inside this baby here now and just put it back together. And then we'll talk how this baby performs. But I'll put Clapton, 24 gauge Clapton in there. 3 ml ID. You could take about a 4 and a 3.5 going in, no qualms, quite easily. It's probably one of the easiest single coil decks I've worked on, a blind man could build this, no problems whatsoever. Cotton going through there. There we go. Now when you're cutting this, where you see the threads are just there, that's where you need to cut your cotton down to. I'll show you now with the scissors. When that folds down there, that'll just sit just nice. And the same again on the opposite side. Now I don't need to fluff this out too much, to tell you the truth. I'll show you now where it sits. I could do a bit more cutting on that one actually. Bearings there, a bit more. Yeah. And this side, let me just chop this side. I can take a bit more off here. I've had no leakage with this device all week either. I swear to God, it has performed amazingly. Really and truly surprised me with this device. So that's what I've done there with the cotton there. I won't need to fluff that out. She just needs to sit just nicely. So what I'll do now, I'll just put some juice on this baby here. Using some kangaroo's custard. Just wet that cotton up. And then once you've got the cotton nicely wet, you can just manipulate it down into the channel. It'll make life a lot easier for you. Like I say, it is a very easy device to work with. Absolutely. Let's see where I'll come to there now. Tuck it in. Manipulate him into the groove. Just like that. The other side. Manipulate him in there like that. So you've got to make sure you sort of tuck that cotton into the little slot for the cotton to sit, because that's where the threads are right around it, you see. And that's what you're looking to achieve. That could have been a slightly bit shorter, but it shouldn't cause you any problems, to tell you the truth. And now I'll just get the glass, the bubble glass, which I've been using, 5mm. It's that easy, that's just gone on. And then we'll screw that baby on. Yep, haven't caught none of the threads whatsoever. It's nicely snug. Put them on top of a mud. Baby out the way. Close off the juice flow. Now I've been using a menthol aniseed red berry juice all week in both of these tanks. So it will be interesting to see how something else actually tastes. I say that it's just nice and smooth. I mean, the build on the tank from top to bottom is superb. Can't knock it. Smooth thread straight through, and there you have it. Turn it up a minute. Open him up and make that baby sit. Now that's how simple it is, as you just saw there, to wick this baby up, to put the coils in piece to piece. Honestly, it's simple as 1, 2, 3. Now, how does the KYLIN compare to the ZEUS? You all want to know. Well, first and foremost, those of you who know about the ZEUS, it's a 4mm tank, leak proof, very durable. I can't knock it. I swear to God, I love it. I've been using it for the last 3 months solidly, every day, ridiculously, you know what I'm trying to say. Honestly, this thing, I love it. Performs with a single core, spot on. The KYLIN Mini. Now, I'm surprised of it, really am, for what it is. It kicks out some serious flavour. Absolutely mind blowing. You can put this single coil up against a dual coil and you give it a run for its money. You really would. Utterly surprised of it from top to bottom. And Vanity Vape, you've knocked this at the ballpark with this baby. Honestly, you really have. You can get this in a black, silver, as you got here, rainbow, and I think gold. I think maybe another colour, I'm not quite sure. But for your money, you're getting a solid device. Like I said, I've had no leaking issues with in any shape, sense or form. It's not let me down throughout the trial. At one stage I was thinking to myself, they're very similar on flavour, you know what I mean? I mean, this is not a leak proof device, but it hasn't leaked. It hasn't caused me any problems when I wicked it up, as you just saw there and there. I just wicked it up in front, yeah. No leakage, no issues, no problems. And it performs. I've been running the both of them at 68 watts. Coil is 3.1 ohms and 3.7 on this one. 3.1. Basically the same coil, just gets different reading, but I'm telling you now, flavour, this fucking thing is rude. Absolutely recommend to anybody. Now, cons. There's only one con I got on this device, is the airflow. It is can be a bit noisy. Honestly, it really can. But like I said, you can close it down slightly. Let's have a vape and see what we get. That's up to that point there, closed off. You can see. Close off a bit more. Now when I open this mother, it's a bit turbulently, you know what I mean? If there's ever such a word. But yeah, turbulent out of it. It's a bit loud compared to some other ones I got around me, but it doesn't really bother me, to tell you the truth. It's the flavour. I'm just loving the flavour of it. It's absolutely spot on. Now, it's kangaroo custard. I've only had it in a dripper, and this is the first one I'm putting into RTA. And man, the flavour of this, spot on, it really is. And that's at 58 watts I'm running that. See on camera there. No, it doesn't really show up. And it performs spot on. This baby, like I says, we will give a dual coil RTA a run for its money. It really will. Get down to any of the retail shops around, go online, source it. I'm just deeply impressed with it, honestly, I really am. Can't knock it. So who wins the shootout for flavour? The KYLIN wins this round. Can't knock this still like it, still use it every day. But I'll be walking with this for some time now myself, which I know it performs flawlessly. No leakage around the bottom where you get with this other KYLIN, the big one. No leakage, but you get that around the bottom of the base. None of that I've had off this small one whatsoever. So hopefully it'll cure that issue. Boy, KYLIN, man. Vanity vape. Fucking bastard. Single coil, I'm very, very, very impressed. Honestly. I've got to say a big shout out to Future Vaping for giving me the KYLIN Mini for the purpose of this review. Dave, you're a gentleman, thanks so much. Dave is the owner over there in Warsaw. You can go online, Facebook and Instagram and get them on there. His prices from top to bottom in his shop are fantastic. They really, really are. So if you fancy going over by, I think it's the main hospital in Warsaw, just as you come off the motorway, junction 9, is it? It's just almost opposite there, so it's not that far, you know what I mean? Check him out. Tell him that Moonshine sent you in and give you a discount. Joking now, seriously. Now you won't have to ask no discount in there because the prices are spot on. So like I said, thank you very much for that. KYLIN Mini wins this one. It really does for flavour. Easy build. You can put big cores in it up to about 4mm ID. I'm using 3 in there at the moment. Tomorrow I might put a 3.5 in there and see how that performs. We space the coil as well, which I've done with that one in there. Okay. Like, comment, subscribe. When you get hold of the KYLIN Mini, please inbox and let me know. Message me on there and let me know what your thoughts are on this device. But for me personally, I think it's a brilliant single coil RTA. It's fantastic. This is Moonshine Vaper. Look out for a ZEUS review tomorrow or later on. Everybody have a safe weekend. Moonshine Vaper out.